Welcome to the Blaster Master Deathwarps tutorial part 6. This one will be on the death in Area 1 for the Deathwarp in Area 5 and Hover Farm. There are two things that drops Hover on our way to Area 4. First are the sprinklers in this next room. There are two of them. And next are the sidewinders in the room after that, which randomly spawn and move left and right across the screen. The sprinklers have a better chance of dropping hover than the sidewinders. So in order to get a halfway decent hover farm, we try to maximize our efforts in this room. There are two death strategies you can do in this room. One is faster than the other, but the fastest itself would be to skip this death entirely and just get a very good hover farm in the next room. The amount of hover you want in order to make the staircase to get to Area 4 is 3 hover. If you are bad conserving your hover, you might need to get 4 at first, but 3 is what you need. To be fair, you only need like about 2.5 bars of hover, meaning you can accidentally use a little bit of hover and still make it. But let's go for the first two strategies of killing yourself and getting hover. Alright, so nothing dropped. There are two things you can do after this point. One, if you time it correctly, you can just jump off from this one, kill yourself. Otherwise, if you want to be safe, you go here and fall into the pit. If you accidentally hit one of these whatever you want to call them, helmet heads, before you hit the ground, depending on where they hit you, you might fail and softlock. That's why jumping up to the other ledge is usually safer because you can control your descent better. There's also a different strategy you can use in this room. So you go and kill the first sprinkler, didn't drop anything. Keep going up, kill the second sprinkler, didn't drop anything either, and then you kill yourself. That way you can farm both of them over again. See, then still didn't drop anything. And then we got one hover finally. So next comes the two spots you can use to farm hover. This farming spot right here is a little bit more dangerous because the hover drops might be over the spike pit, and then you'll have to hurt yourself in order to get them. You have to wait. But there's another slightly safer spot right here. Most of the time they'll spawn over top of this platform right here, so you can easily grab them. And if you have to, you could jump down real quick and get the remaining hover. You don't want to fall into the spikes too much though, because they deal 2 damage each time. Just like these bombs, as you can see. So once we have our hover, and we don't die, we have to make our way over onto the platforms at the beginning of the game. This is kind of a Metroidvania, so you're going to have to do a little bit of backtracking. And we get to this point. You can see there's a ledge up there, but if you jump, you can't make it. So, instead, we go here, try to basically land around this area, jump up, use hover, and kill that enemy and get onto the ledge. That enemy will jump at you, so in order to be safe, coming in from a distance and then shooting like that will give you the best chance of surviving. There is another strategy, however, once you get to this point. If you stay flush with the wall jump straight up, start using your hover. If the enemy tries to jump at you, a lot of the times it will jump left instead of right, making it safe to come up. Neither of those jumped at me, but they can and they will knock you off. And that's the basic strategy in order to get up here. You can either go flush with the wall, or kind of go out and in. The out and in wastes a little bit of time depending on how far you go out, but if it gets you on there safely and that you can continue the rest of the game, it's worth it. Once you get better, you'll be able to deal with it like that. There's also another strategy where as you go up, you just do a shot like guy, kind of go flush with this and do a shot. It's better when your turret is facing the left. That way you can get it right as it jumps, but that's more dangerous. Alright, and that's it for this episode.